All right, guys, another treat for you guys today. Today we are going to the Aprilia section, which is located right over here. All the various models of Aprilia motorcycles here at Motorcycle Mall, including the very beautiful Aprilia RS660 1100 factory, sitting oh so beautiful next to the Tuono 660. They also make a Tuono 1100 factory as well too. They make a 660 factory. I didn't even realize that they made a 660 factory. That's awesome. The RS660s, this bike is very beloved to me. But yes, lots of Aprilias here at Motorcycle Mall. But today we are going to be jumping on an RS660, and Mike is outside waiting for us. So let's go and see what he got for us. All right, guys, we are back with Mike per our usual, and he's going to be filling us in on the details of the 2023 Aprilia RS660. Here you go, sir.
What's going on? How are you doing?
Not bad, man. How you doing, Mike?
Very good. It's a good day to be out.
It's a beautiful day to be out.
All right, RS660. This is a great midline bike. This is going to be a parallel twin. If you think of the V4, this is the half of the V4. All right, and it's about half the power. So you're looking at 200 plus horse, 217. This is about 100 horse.
Okay.
You got a great menu system here. They were actually one of the first ones to incorporate this menu system. So it's a really nice setup, very easy to see. You also have a good modes here. So you can switch through the modes right on the fly. Bottom button under the starter.
Easy enough.
All right. You have individual, which is going to be your editing mode, your commute, and your dynamic. So the dynamic is going to give you kind of like the boost in performance. The individual is going to give you the option to go either more or less aggressive. And then your commute's going to be like your everyday riding.
Okay.
Each one of those is editable, so you can basically go into the menu system and you can see where all the settings are. And on the arrow system here, you can go right through your engine management, braking, traction, wheelie control, and the ABS. And all you do is go up and down on the dial and you bring it up and down.
Easy enough.
Really nice, really easy to do, and allows you to get a bit more settings in there. You got also, you can exit that. You have also the DRL running lights, which is one of my favorite things on this. Now it is a little bright outside, but you can kind of get a look.
They are nice, so it's very bright, yeah.
Yeah, so you can see how they come on and off, and this has its own switch, just like your Ducatis. Most of your European bikes are going to have this now.
Okay.
It's a nice showcase piece, and it gives you visibility, so it's a safety factor as well.
Nice.
All right, we have fully adjustable suspension on this. You have your hard and soft settings, compression and rebound. Of course, you have twin rotors. You have the ABS package, engine braking control as well. And of course, being it a European bike, it's a full Brembo package on the brakes.
Nice, nice.
This coloring, this style, these panels here, this is all done to mimic the GP kind of riding. You get the graphics and display. It's all racing inspired through their GP style.
Looks beautiful.
Adjustable rear swing arm. This is not a single swing arm. This is a dual swing arm. You also have your exhaust coming out underneath, which is tucked out of the way. People like that style and design. It doesn't have this large can sticking out.
Clean look.
Yep. And of course, you've seen the modified RS that we have in the shop. All right, the person buying this bike is going to be moving up in a sequence. It's not necessarily beginner class. If you're riding a CBR 650, maybe an R7, maybe a Ninja 650, this is slightly better than that. A bit more horsepower, a bit more aggressive, and a bit more higher end.
Definitely aggressive, because looking at this bike, you would think it's competing directly in the 600 Super Sport class, and it's actually not that. And you also were saying about the handlebars, how they're a little bit more sport touring.
You'll notice the clip-on bars on most Super Sports. they're going to be down low, gripping around these frames here on the suspension. You'll notice this has a step up,
Right.
so it's a slightly more comfortable, more daily use. Hence the commute mode. That's literally what it's going to be designed to do most of the time.
Did not know that. You learn more stuff every day, huh?
It is also a great track bike.
Right. No, I'm sure it is. I don't doubt it at all. Aprilia knows what they're doing with this type of stuff. So,
You're going to enjoy it.
Thanks, Mike. Let's get this bad boy on the road. I'm excited. Never rode this before, so we'll see how this goes, man.
No problem.
All right, the Aprilia RS660. Aprilia actually just released another one of their bikes. I believe it's like Aprilia RS457. It's some awkward number like that, I think. So it's going to be interesting to ride this bike. For the longest time, I thought the RS660 was a direct competitor to the R6, to the 636, to the CBR600, to the Gixxer 600. I didn't know that it was more of a sport touring type of oriented type of bike. So yeah, man, you learn more things every day. And now that Mike actually pointed out to the handlebars, it does look more sport touring oriented. But let's see how this thing performs, man. I'm excited to be riding a different bike. I never rode the RS660 before, so this should be interesting. And this bad boy on. We are in neutral. Mike showed me how to change the modes down here. I love bikes where you can change the modes very easily. Oops, wrong button. And man, that Aprilia RS660 with the SC Project full exhaust system that I just showed you guys, that thing sounded amazing. It kind of reminded me of the R7, the deep growl sound of the R7. But let's put this in first. Turn this bad boy around. I love this deep grunt sound. I'm not gonna lie. Throttle feels like slightly delayed for some reason. Wow, a 660 with that type of grunt. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, you feel the torque right away on this thing, though. That's for damn sure. You definitely feel that torque right away. Quick shifter feels delayed. It kind of feels like how my ZX-10R did when it was unrestricted, unflashed. It feels very delayed. I can definitely understand why this is not technically a super sport motorcycle. I definitely have a more upright position on it, and just looking at the Aprilia from the design of it, you wouldn't think that it actually feels this way. Just looking at it from the outside, you think that it's a direct super sport bike. See how this auto blip feels. Okay, auto blip actually felt a little bit faster than the quick shift. Oh my gosh, that twin sound, that grunt sounds amazing, man. It might feel a little delayed is because right now I'm on commute mode. So if I switch it to race or sport, it should probably feel a little bit different. See how that goes at this light right here. And let's see how easy it is for a person that's new to this bike to switch the modes. Oh man, just one quick swipe of the button and that's it. And that's dope. As you change the modes, it actually changed the gear indicator to let you know that you're in a different mode. So I was an individual. That's kind of like the custom mode that you can set the bike to control all variations of engine braking and traction control and all that stuff, which we are not going to touch. So it's got commute, it's got dynamic, and then it's got individual, right? Yes. So let's put it in dynamic. Sounds a little bit different too. Throttle is definitely way more responsive. 100% more responsive. Okay, so that makes sense. Because at first when I was revving it in commute mode, I was like, this feels a little delayed here. But I mean, it's dope that it has that feature because, you know, you can chill whenever you want to. This bike, when you hop on this bike, it doesn't necessarily scream like, I want to go fast, let's go. It's capable of getting you up to speed, but it's just not going to really shine in that area. Mike was also telling me too, I'm not sure if you guys can really see it on here, but there's like a phone symbol and then there's like a helmet symbol. You can actually pair this to the center, and it'll give you, you know, turn by turn directions and things like that. And I believe for the RSV4s, you can actually get turn-by-turn navigation in here. So it's pretty dope, man. I just don't think that that's included on the 660. But I mean, 600s nowadays are coming with so much technology. Hit this lean. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. I think I'm a little spoiled from the MV Agusta. And it's crazy too, because I thought that this would have been a direct competitor to the MV Agusta. Even though the MV Agusta F3 800RR makes more power than this, I still thought that this was in the same class, which it is not. Still feels very, very good though. And it looks nice from the outside too, for sure. We're on the highway. I definitely feel the position of the RS660. I'm definitely more upright. I'm not in such the, you know, bent over position like how I would be on super sport bikes. Still feels good, but I feel a little bit more wind on this bike, being as though it's a little bit more upright. But let's see how this thing gets up to speed a little bit. If these cars don't stop violating me first. So let's auto blip to third. Oh man, let me slow down a little bit. Go from second. Auto blip feels good. Okay, not bad at all. Turning. This motor sound, addicting. This bike does not rev very high either, and it kind of makes sense. It's a V-twin, so those motors aren't really known to make a whole bunch of power up top. So low end torque is what you feel mostly on this bike, but not bad at all, man. Not bad at all, at all. Auto blip feels good, and that's important, especially for stock. It still feels good, and after I flashed it, it'll only get nicer after this. But I'm almost kind of like pleasantly surprised that this is a different genre of bike and not just another Super Sport 600. I feel like Aprilia can tap in and reach out and expand their market with having more of a sport touring oriented bike like this. Interesting to see. Shift light looks good too. This whole screen looks good actually. I believe this is the screen left over from the first generation Aprilia RSV4 1100 factory. That's what the screen looks like, because the new one, it looks bigger than this. Tunnel check vibe. Let's see how it stacks up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's probably one of the best tunnel check vibes I've done since I started reviewing bikes. Or give you guys an off bike view of it and its habitat. Still looks nice. I like this blue. Yeah, it looks like an excellent bike, man, for sure. For sure. The bike still looks excellent, man. This blue, it's like a satin blue, silk satin blue. Looks very, very nice. It'll be interesting to see what Aprilia would do if they decided to dedicate, you know, one of their models to a 600 Super Sport class. What they could do with it, because I feel like this engine tuned in a 600, a straight all-out 600, I think it would do very well. I think it would do very, very well. The 600 market, I don't know, it could be just me, but it seems like it's kind of shrinking. I feel like nowadays people, when they go into super sport bikes, they go straight to like the leader bikes. Probably because the S1000. I blame everything on BMW. The bike is so well known that people just jump on, you know, S1000s right off the bat when they think of getting a super sport bike. But still a lot of great smaller class bikes out there for sure, man, that you guys can get your hands onto. And if you're not sure if you you know, you want to have an aggressive 600 super sport bike, this is definitely a great option. It's not too fast. A beginner will feel comfortable on this for sure. I have to have a little bit of height because this bike sits a little taller than I thought it would. But other than that though, man, this is it feels really good. It feels pretty nimble. Not really nimble, but pretty nimble. Still feels light, and it's still, you know, a really great contender, and I think people should definitely consider you know, this bike if they're going to be looking for a small around town bike that's got good amount of power, decent amount of power, that they can, you know, still take it on to the highway but still be comfortable around town. Yeah, that is going to be my review on the 2023 Aprilia RS660. Of course, big shout out to Motorcycle Mall for giving me this bike to review. Big shout out to Rich and Mike for always hooking me up with the latest and greatest of bikes. Another one for you guys is here. So yeah, man, this has been a great bike to ride and review. Definitely, if you're interested in a smaller base bike, definitely go check this out, man, because it's definitely worth checking out. So I will see you guys in the next episode, people. Oh, that's awesome. Kickstand sensor right here, let you know that the kickstand is down. That's dope. So yeah, guys, I will see you guys in the next episode, people. Ride safe and peace out.